These are two of my favorite snacks: pistachios and ground nuts, or peanuts, or monkey nuts. The ones on the right have many names. And what I do with these, once consumed, is I take the shells and I save them like this. So this is a whole bag. You can see it's a whole bag of shells from, so like I was saying, a whole bag of ground nuts and pistachios that I've been munching away for months. I think probably since last year, or maybe even the year before. And I have more here. These are more of the pistachio shells. I tend to keep them separately. So this is a whole tub. I'm just reusing a container. So mostly pistachio shells in here, mostly ground nuts shells in here. And what I do with these is I use them as cover for the soil in my balcony garden. So I use them as mulch, which means I don't really have to buy mulch or any kind of cover or hay or stones or anything like that. So it's a good way to repurpose or reuse something and reduce waste. And if we go over to my balcony garden over here, and you can see it's a Sunday in June, mid-June. You can see almost every pot the mulch used is these shells. So on my leeks here, just done a video on these. There we are. And on my sage, rosemary, lettuce that I've been harvesting. Basil. So almost everything is mulched with, yep, more there. And coriander. And even this soil that I'm saving is covered in those shells. So I just thought I would share this tip in case anybody finds it useful. Mulch is a very important part of gardening. It helps you regulate the temperature of the soil and helps keep the moisture in so you don't have to water so much. I went away for a week, didn't water my plants. They were all perfectly fine because they were covered, even though it's summer. And mulch also helps you keep weeds under control. I hardly ever have to do any weeding at all. So it's yeah, I can't imagine doing this without covering the soil. And I think I learned the other day that mulch, or using some sort of soil cover, is like the skin of the soil. So imagine if we didn't have skin and our organs were all exposed. That wouldn't work. And it's the same with the soil, that it needs to be covered. Nature likes to be covered, or she'll cover herself with whatever she can grow. And the microbes and all the life in the soil, they like to be undercover. So the mulch is the skin, it's the roof, whatever you call it. And you don't necessarily have to buy something special. You can just eat your favorite snacks, like organic mulch anyway. You can use stones and other things, but I just find this, the peanuts, the ground nuts, the shells, they eventually what they do is they eventually decompose and become fertilizer for the soil. So that's another benefit. It's an organic type of mulch, so you can just keep replacing it and topping it up. and I use it on my indoor plants as well. Actually, I forgot to do that. Yep, this is my corn plant that looks like the palm tree, and yeah, this is also covered in that. So just a little tip there of an organic mulch that you can use or reuse, repurpose, and maybe save some money, and most importantly reduce waste by doing this. Hope you find that useful. Thank you for watching. Bye.